Hey there, Gary MacDougall here. So, what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to talk about meditation as a path to wholeness. Meditation as a path to peace. Meditation as a path to love, to feeling good, to feeling peace, feeling wholeness. Not so much peace, because sometimes meditation can feel like hell. Because if you go within and you just feel your feelings, and the feelings are pain, or they're suffering, or they're frustration, or they're irritation, whatever, it can be painful. Now, I'm just going to fix this a little bit. So, what my wife and I do is every day we take time for ourselves. We go inside and just feel my feelings. And meditation, and going, you can call it meditation, you can call it reflection, you go inwards, you can journal write, quiet your mind. There's a million ways to do it. There's a million pathways to God, to peace, to love, all those things. But I do it daily because when I go out into the world, I don't want to act in a way, in an angry way. There's enough war going on. There's reasons to be scared. There's reasons, viruses and all this stuff. There's reasons to be scared. But going within, just shut the world out for a while and go within and just find peace and find love. Because I think if we walk around scared all the time, if I'm in fear, when I'm in fear, good things don't happen. Magic doesn't happen. Synchronicity doesn't happen. Good things happen, but you lose the magic. Fear is like dense energy. If I watch a lot of TV and get inundated with all the things going on in the world, or all the things they want us to think that are going on in the world. Sometimes you see really cool things on TV. Yeah, just fear or sadness or frustration can be really dense. So let's talk about that for a second. Just talk about the density, what density causes, what fear causes. Fear is dense energy, and it can kind of stop synchronicity from happening. It can stop like the magic of seeing your creation come into form, like your dream job coming forth, or your dream idea. It can really stop, say, creativity. It can stop feeling alive because of fear. So meditation can really help you go inside and just feel the fear, feel the fear. Do I want to be afraid by everything? Do I want life to dictate how I feel, or do I want to dictate life? I know if I feel better, life gets better. If I feel loving, if I feel joy, I start seeing love and joy all around me, like amazing people, amazing things happening. So I meditate every day so that life doesn't influence me, that I influence life. So that's a big thing. But what happens when in life there's like a frustration? So the next thing I'm going to talk about is about detaching to certain outcomes, detaching to how things have to be. When you're in a relationships, you can really want certain things. You want sex all the time, or you can want with kids. It's not easy being a husband or being a wife. It's not easy having a good relationship. We see so many relationships breaking up. People follow to love. The love's not there anymore like it used to be before kids, or they don't have time, or dads, it's so easy for dad to run away from a relationship because it is painful, and it's easier, to play hockey or go hunting or just go away. It's good to get away, but not to run away, not to run away from that pain. So meditation is a way of going inside and coming to peace, or just unraveling the thoughts, unraveling the feelings. Frustrations, irritations, feeling of, being abandoned, feeling of not being loved. Love comes from within. I mean, can somebody else really make us whole? It can feel that way, but that's kind of an illusion, because once that happens, eventually that goes away, and that emptiness that's inside, that thing that's missing, the insecurity will come up. The feeling of being a loser will come up, whatever the feeling is inside. So if we just take some time to ourselves just to feel whatever we feel, and come and get whole, feel peace, feel love. Detaching from how we think things should be on the outside. Addictions or attachments. It's so easy to get caught up in those things. Like, things have to be a certain way, and if they're not, we feel like a loser. We feel like all these things. If we can just let go of the outside world and just not even make it a goal to go inside and be whole. Just go inside and feel, and have that as a way of life. Have that just see what happens. See what you feel. I know for me, I was just really getting connected. Things had to be a certain way with my wife. We're having troubles with our kids. The kids go crazy. We don't get a word in. So I use meditation as a way just to find peace, just to bring peace into my family, peace into my relationship, peace into, or love, just loving my wife, regardless of how much time we spend together, regardless of whether we have sex every day or every week or whatever. Yeah, I say that openly because I know so many relationships stop because people aren't getting what they want, or the love is gone. So meditation as a way to find love, as a way to find wholeness, as a way to find peace. And just to wrap this up, I am going to show you my garden. And the reason why I think I've talked about this, we really want to do, use our yard as something as being productive. I think ancestors years ago, they had to eat, so they farmed. They respected the earth because they didn't destroy the earth. They didn't have the technology. Well, now we have the technology to destroy the earth, but I don't want to be a part of that. I want to live as simply as possible, in harmony with the earth, in harmony with the land, because if we take care of the land, it'll take care of us. If we destroy the land, we poison the earth, we poison everything. Obviously, we're not going to be able to live for a lot of generations. So I think we will. I have a vision for the future where if more and more people, they're respectful of the land, they respect the earth, that good things can happen. So we've dug up our front yard. We're going to put 1,000 square foot of garden. We're going to put veggies, fruits, all this stuff. We're going to do this with our kids. Something fun we can do with our kids. We don't want to be taxi drivers for our kids, taxing them all over to sports and hockey and all these dancing and ballet and all this stuff. Even though we'll do some of that, but we'll also do stuff together. And this is something that we can do together. So I'm going to show you this mess that we've got, this garden. Now, just imagine fruit trees. See if you can see out there. We dug up the front yard. There's the dirt. And then we put up we're putting mulch in. That big mound in the front yard, that mound is where all the sod, all the grass is from. The grass from our yard. Put that in the mound. We're going to plant that too. So we put mulch around that. We're going to put cherry trees out there, put tomato plants, garlic, onions, all this stuff. We can grow food year round here in Victoria, which is awesome. So we're going to do that. So that's a fun thing to do. So that's something to meditate about. I'm going to meditate on making the yard beautiful. It's got to be beautiful because I'm really disturbing my neighbors. They're really upset. So I'm going to tie this up with saying, with spirituality, sometimes being a spiritual person, people can think you're kind of weird or different. Doing a garden in the front yard, they can think you're weird or different. But, I find I have to follow my path. I have to follow my heart. It might scare some people. It might upset some people. People might think that people can think whatever the heck they want. I can't control that. But what I can control is healing myself, finding peace within through meditation, through yoga, through stretching, through eating well, and not letting TV influence me so much. Like listening to my heart to influence me, listening to that higher guidance from above and from below. Just wrap this up with saying, I watched this great show this week. It was by Anthony Bourdain, and he was in Iran. And he talked about how Iran was the axis of evil, one of the countries of the axis of evil. At least that's what we were taught like 10 years ago or whatever. And what I was startled by was the people were so beautiful. The people there, they treated him with peace. They knew he was American, but they gave him the peace sign. There's so much love in their face, so much joy. You could see it in their eyes. In their eyes, you could see love. You could see spirit. And so I don't always believe what I see in the media. He's on CNN. Those people look pretty beautiful. I don't necessarily want to go to Iran, but the people look beautiful. If you're in Iran and you see this, so much love to you. So much love to. I want to send a lot of love to Muslims in the world, to Islamic people, to Buddhists, to all religious people, whatever, to leaders in the world. I want a more loving place. I want a more loving world. I want people to treat the world with more respect. That's what I want. And less war, more love, more peace, more meditation. That's all. I'm rambling on. So lots of love to you. Lots healing to you. I know this is troubling times for a lot of people, but it's also an amazing time to wake up, to heal. So many people are waking up. Spiritually, people are waking up, healing, growing, and life is just getting better. So lots of love. That's it.